All right, well that was a kind of average McDonald's meal. I got the double Angus thing. It's kind of dry, but 60 bucks. What do you expect? Well, sometimes they make it really good. Anyway, finishing up, I'm gonna do another stabilization test. Just bump the camera, so that shouldn't count if you saw that shake. Finish my Coke, and then we'll get out of here. Head over to Central, and I'm gonna check out a new music room, which is also a tattoo place. So yeah. By the way, 2022. Happy New Year. Can't be worse than 2021 or 2020, could it? Could it? Well, maybe it could. Let's hope not. Anyway, yeah, I'll finish off my Coke. Got the new lids here, and then we'll be off. Going to catch an MTR to Central from Mongkok. Hello, welcome to my channel. Probably the most long-winded channel in all of YouTube. But someone's watching this stuff, because I get like, well, the last few I posted, I got like 30 views. I mean, maybe 5 of them was me testing it, looking at it, but someone's watching this stuff. So yeah, if you want to leave a comment just to say hi, tell me where you're from, I'd be quite interested. Alright, just make sure it's recording. Last time I didn't record. I'm sure I hit the record button, but the new buttons on this Sony A7 Mark IV are a bit squishy, so maybe I'm just not used to it, because I came from the Sony A7R Mark III, and that had the old design body. New battery, but they've improved the buttons. I like the squishiness, but you just got to press them a bit harder. Helps you not accidentally trigger them. All right. Oh no. So I'm gonna have to preface these two videos with this intro, because the test that I did didn't really quite work, and I'll explain why. It's going to be the same intro for both videos. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it twice, because why not? Good practice. This is the lens I had on it. Let's see, if I put it here, then I'll be able to show you better. This one, but yeah, this is my channel where I don't really try to do too much editing. So here we go. We have, let me focus on that. This is a manual focus lens. This is the lens on the camera is a 14mm Samyang 2.8 manual focus, but I probably need to upgrade that soon, especially if I want to shoot new future videos on it, because of the issue I'm about to show you. Alright, so this is the lens I have on, well, when we get into the video, I have the fisheye lens. It's actually a fisheye converter on the Sony. Here it is here. It's a SEL 57 FEC. Can you see that? You probably can't. SEL 57 FEC. It's the fisheye adapter, fisheye converter for Sony, and it only works on this lens, the f2 20mm Sony lens, and it kind of goes on top. It's got a bit of a lock. It's quite a cool lens, actually. Kind of goes in. There's a special release, and it's got a special mount for this lens. So it kind of goes on this lens. It's the only lens it will fit on. I'll try to do this one-handed, because the other hand is obviously holding the camera. A little bit difficult. Alright, so it kind of locks in place there, and it will click. And then now it's a fisheye lens. I forgot the name, but it's like a full frame fisheye lens. But problem is, the fisheye has a curvature on it. So when you tilt it and try to correct the stabilization, when you shift it, it kind of bulges out. And then you'll see in the following video that when
when I've used the gyroscopic stabilization, it hasn't worked that well because you'll see the corners of the video have that little weird wobbly effect. It's actually the same effect that you get, or very similar effect you get with like warp stabilization or post stabilization. So what you're actually seeing is there's no stabilization applied in Final Cut, or if you use the Adobe one, Premiere. It's actually Sony Catalyst Browse doing it, and it's an artifact of the fisheye lens, because I put on the fisheye lens to try to get it wider. However, they could fix it, because cameras like, oh, I thought this was the camera, but it's not. It's my AirPods. My other camera, which I really like, even though it has a lot of shortcomings, and I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you can like live with it. But like, it's good as if you have a few other cameras. It's a good little toy. And this one, let's see where I put it. Hard to film. By the way, this is the reason I do tests, because I figure out all these things. This actually has the Insta360 Go. Has a thought I didn't press record for a minute. Anyway, this camera has the fisheye lens, and I guess the software knows how to correct for the fisheye lens before it applies the stabilization. So it's not that it can't do it. It just needs to. They need to do an update where they you check that it's a fisheye lens, or it could detect it from the EXIF data of the lens, because it knows it's a fisheye lens. If we go into here, this is Sony Catalyst Browse, which I'll show you later. Okay, so that's finished rendering. It takes forever, by the way. That's why they try to sell you on the dismiss on the other one, the Pro version, 150 US a year. I already paid for the camera. Okay, yes, yeah. Okay, so here you see all these clips that I've shot, and it's got a summary here. It should know the lens. Maybe it doesn't know the lens. Oh, what's this? What's this? Acquisition metadata. Can't actually find the lens. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. That's weird, because Lightroom knows I'm doing other stuff simultaneously. This is how busy I am. In Lightroom, it knows what lens you are using in the metadata, in the EXIF, right? Okay, I'll merge that first. Doing some architecture photos. There it is, look. EXIF, focal length 17mm. I can't focus. Oh, maybe I can. What am I doing? I need to change the aperture. Okay, this won't focus that close. You probably can't see it. Look, focal length 17mm. It knows what lens I have. By the way, that's a tilt shift 17mm, which is a Canon. Actually, it's a Canon lens with an adapter. Anyway, my point is, 17mm, the EXIF for photos, it knows, but I don't know if it knows the EXIF data. I don't know if it records it for video. I mean, it should. It's not that hard. We are living in the future, and it shouldn't be that hard to program. Anyway, what I'm saying is, Sony, you need to update your Catalyst browser and your Catalyst whatever it is, the one you're trying to charge me 200 or 150 US, 150 for the base model, 200 US for the Pro version. You need to fix this. You need to make it work with fisheye lenses. This is Sony stuff. This is Sony lens. This is Sony fisheye converter, see? Sony. I'm giving you all my money. Hope you fix something. So anyway, that's my long-winded way to make my point. I'm gonna roll the rest of the video now, and you can have a look at the stabilization, which did a good job, but it makes the corners look like I've applied it in post, in like the editor. You'll see, just, yeah, have a look. You've got like half an hour of footage to look at and 2 tests. One last thing, I suppose if I zoom in enough and correct it, like really close, it will probably be super smooth. But I got other lenses I can use. I got the 16mm if I want that effect. I want the fisheye because it can fit more in. So yeah, please go and fix it. And enough rambling. Here is the rest of the video, which is shot with this lens. Coming at you now.
Quite busy here. It's 1st of January. A lot of people on holidays. All right. Put this down while I get ready. Clean my fingers a bit. And then be off. Very important these days. The mask. I hope you can still hear me with the mask on. I'm gonna put the screen away. Hopefully it still records. I think it did. I tested. Ah, so that's why it stopped recording. When you pop the screen away, it stops recording. That's kind of annoying. I'm sure I hit record last time, so now I know what happened. I put the little flippy screen back, and then it cut the recording. I wish there was an option to stop that, because like, I'm trying to blog here. Anyway, let me test this again. So I'm going to flip the screen, and then see if it cuts. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now I know why it stopped recording. I wasn't as noob as I thought. I think Sony's the one that's noob here. I flipped the screen to put it away because I'm trying to hold the camera, and it cuts the recording. That's really freaking annoying, Sony. You're not happy with that. Can you please fix that? I'm sure it's only a few lines of code. Do a firmware update or something. Alright, now it's recording. I'm just looking at the back. I can see the REC button, the REC words. And it does have that like red box around the recording screen, which does kind of help. But yeah, I'm not too happy with that. I'm trying to blog here, but I guess it makes sense if you want to turn off the camera while you flip it. But anyway, let's get out of this McDonald's. So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this blind because I put the screen away. Oh, actually, you know what I should do? I should flip it out and display it so it's not the back facing. Because what I've done is I flipped it to protect the screen and had the back facing it, so you can't scratch the little touchscreen. Like you can put the flippy screen in 2 ways when you put it to the back. You can either have the display facing outside so you can actually see it, or you can flip it round and you can protect it. So, alright, so I've done a bunch of these, by the way, if you're watching my channel. I did a full hour-long one, a stabilization test on Christmas Day. Don't have any family here in Hong Kong, very sadly, so they're all in Australia. I can't even get back there, although I don't usually go back in Christmas, because it's actually quite nice in Christmas. I usually like to go back in the summer of Hong Kong, because it's really damn hot here in Hong Kong in the summer. It's like the subtropics here, so I like to get out of Hong Kong when it's like hot. And like, if you've ever been to a sauna, it's kind of what it's like in Hong Kong for like 4 or 5 months. It's really horrible. I don't even know why I live here now. Should head back to Australia. In fact, probably do that soonish, in the not too distant future. Make a move back to Australia. I've been here for like 10 years in this place called Hong Kong. It's been interesting. I mean, my parents are from here, and obviously I'm Chinese, but I grew up in Australia. Actually, I was born there. Grew up there, born there, so kind of feel like it's my real home. Anyway, this is probably a good stabilization test because I'm just walking. I'm holding the camera with no gimbal. However, I am using the new feature on the Sony's, the in-camera gyro, which it's actually pretty damn good. I've been testing it and I really like it. It has a few drawbacks in that you have to crop the display and you have to set your shutter speed a little bit faster. The last video I tested it at 25 frames, well, shutter speed actually. The shutter speed of 25 and 50, and yeah, every step it does a little blur. The frame gets blurred because of the shock. So yeah, 1/200th of a second for the shutter speed seems to work really well. But that's also a drawback because in low light, you're actually opening the shutter for a lot less time, so you're not letting as much light in, and when it's dark, you kind of want to have as much light in as you can on the camera to capture that light, so you don't get a bad image, like a grainy image. This mask always falls down. I should just do that, but it's itchy. It's a cloth one, it's less itchy. Anyway, you need to open the shutter for less time so you don't get those blurs. Like right now, I'm walking down steps, as you can probably see. Oh, this is a hard movement. Walking down steps. So yeah, if I did that on a slower shutter speed, you'd see that frame have a kind of a weird motion blur, like one direction. I think it was like up and down because that's the way the shock came. But anyway, so that's one disadvantage. It's not that great in low light, and the other disadvantage is usually you want to have your frame set to what is it? If you're shooting at 25 frames, you want to have it open for a 50th of a second because you want to have a little bit of motion blur because it looks a bit too sharp if you don't allow for that natural motion on the frame. And I don't know, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but you can do a search on YouTube to see what's the appropriate shutter speed and try to understand that whole concept. But basically, when your shutter speed is this high, you won't get that motion. Like if I do that, like my hand will be sharp between frames, and it doesn't look quite as natural. So yeah, that's a disadvantage. However, there's some software that does allow you to add the motion blur back in. It costs money though. I haven't even tested it out yet, but it's probably something I should do later. I've got $800 in my pineapple-looking wallet. I love this wallet. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's 800 Hong Kong dollars. So you just divide it by about 6, and you get Aussie dollars. And I don't know what the US conversion rate is, but anyway, why am I talking about that? Okay, I've got to make my way to Central, which is this one here. There you go. And I've also been realizing I should actually walk a bit slower when I'm doing this gimbal stuff because it's not very cinematic. My normal walking speed. It's a bit too quick to look cinematic on camera, but kind of works. I mean, people run and capture sports and stuff, and you know, it's much faster. But I've always liked smooth video, like smooth like this on the escalator. That's nice and smooth. Yeah. So all right. Oh, That is my train to Central. If I run, I might even... Oh, missed it. But good thing is in Hong Kong, during regular hours, there will be another train soon. It will tell you there, like there, when the next train is. Oh, actually, that's another disadvantage of this fast frame rate. Notice the TV screen has a bit of flicker because 200 is a really fast shutter speed, and it's catching the refresh of the screen, so you're getting the flicker. Another train in 3 minutes. Look at that. Oh yeah. Which is all right. That's pretty fast. Beats are waiting half an hour for another train to get into the city from where I used to live in Sydney, in the western suburbs. Wait 15 minutes or half an hour. That kind of sucked. And then the station was really cold. This is all underground, so it's nice and warm because it is winter in Hong Kong. Such nice weather. All right. Here we are in Mongkok. Let me do a nice little, I think you call this a dolly track, where you move as if it's on the rails. Like a dolly is like a little train for your camera. Yeah, talking about stabilization, there is I didn't shoot the way, but actually there's a reflection here. You can kind of see me. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, what if I do this? Then you can see the... Oh, that doesn't work. No, you need black. Let's pretend this is a mirror. There is no gimbal. Look at this. If you look at the reflection, there's no gimbal. It's just the camera, and it's so smooth. It's great. And you will also notice a little change in this video. The lens. If you look at the vertical lines, and the horizontal lines actually, but less obvious. Yeah, let's see the horizontal lines. Look at that line. Look at that line. Any guesses to what lens I'm using? Well, if you said a fisheye lens, you'd be right. I am using a fisheye converter on the Sony 28mm f2, and it's a Sony fisheye converter. It turns the f2 28mm lens, which is the prime, and it's a native Sony lens. It turns that into a fisheye 3.5mm, and it's not a full circular fisheye. It's a fisheye that doesn't leave the black edges on the corners. I've got the name for it, but anyway, it's a fisheye lens, and it's actually quite wide. And the reason I put that on for today's test is because it's easier to stabilize a fisheye lens. Oh, I've got a seat. Yes, I love seats. It's easier to stabilize a fisheye lens because everything's so wide. The movement is less pronounced. Like if you were zoomed all the way in, like if you had a telephoto lens, every little bit of movement, every little bit of shake would be big because everything is magnified. But a fisheye lens, everything's kind of small. So when it's shaky, the shake isn't as much. Does that kind of make sense? Hope I'm explaining it right, but yeah, everything's a bit smaller, so less shake. So you notice that action cameras, a lot of action cameras, probably all action cameras are, well, they're all wide angle. Most of them are fisheye lenses. Insta360, which I quite like their go-to, even though it annoys the hell out of me because I know I probably should do another video on it. Their one is a full fisheye, like, and the go-to has a square chip, and it stabilizes really well. Thought you might like to know. Anyway, we are on Mongkok. There. We are going to Central, so yeah, Yau Ma Tei is the next stop. And it is a public holiday here in Hong Kong, so actually quite a few people heading out. 2022. So yeah, I hope you've had a good Chinese, what am I saying? A good Western New Year. Chinese New Year comes later. I bumped the screen, I was checking everything's good. Yeah. Like regular New Year. So first day of 2022. I kind of hope this year is going to be better than last year, but I did mention that at the start where I was trying to record and then figured out why it stopped recording. Good thing to know. But anyway, yeah. So I probably want to talk about my plans for the new year. I hope you can hear me, by the way. I've got the mic, got the lav mic here, so it should be should pick up the sound all right. Even though it's quite loud here, and I've got the mask on, which probably muffles it a little bit. But anyway, I thought 2021 was kind of a crappy year. It was like COVID, and then I made these parody videos on COVID, and then no one watched them. I think I made 2 of them in COVID. I mean last year, or maybe just 1. I think I just made shots. I'll have to check the dates again. But yeah, I've been making these parody music videos for my other YouTube channel, the prop one, the Juice one, which you should actually check out. Where are we here? Okay. Which you should actually check out. It's probably much more interesting and much more fun than this channel. Very different, obviously. And this one is like the practice channel, which I always mention. It's me practicing my commentary in front of camera. I try to get used to the camera because I've always been kind of awkward in front of camera, and just practicing, the more you do, the better you get at it. Just like my singing, which I've been working on. And in fact, I am going to go to this music room where I got some mates gonna jam. I'm gonna test out the stabilization on this camera. I'll probably cut the video because these are getting a bit long, and I'll cut it, and then we can introduce the music place. We'll film a bit of them playing. It's the same setup. I'll only bring this lens. Might sing a song or 2 if there's time, because I have been trying to improve my singing, which has been rather difficult. But over the past 3 years of practice, 2 of them in COVID, I've gotten quite a bit better. But that's because I started off at -10, and now I'm probably at -3. 10 out of 10 being like Freddie Mercury or Celine Dion, and 0 being a bad singer, and then yeah, -10 was where I was at. I should actually dig out some of the first recordings before I really tried to learn how to sing properly, and just show and see how I sounded, because it was pretty bad. Anyway. That will be for another video, and I probably won't post it on this practice channel. I'll probably put it on my Juice channel. Oh, okay, I'm actually getting quite tired of holding the camera up now, so I'm going to probably get up and film something else, and you're probably sick of looking at my face, so let's change that. Alright, let's go over here. By the way, it's very convenient. Mongkok is there, and then Jordan, and then Yamate Jordan, TST, Admiralty, and then Central. It's if you don't know Hong Kong, there's like really 4 parts of Hong Kong. There's Hong Kong Island, which is the main Hong Kong. That's the one with it's the main city, and then you got Kowloon, which is off the island side. I've never been to New York, but probably Manhattan, and the other part of the land that's not Manhattan is the good parallel. Yeah, still recording, good. Get paranoid, that's not recording. And so you got Kowloon, you got Hong Kong Island, then outside Kowloon, you've got the new territories, which are less city-like. A lot more land, a lot more spacious. There's bike tracks, quite a nice place to go. Most people don't really go that far. It's like the countryside equivalent of Hong Kong. That's not really country, but anyway, it's much less dense. And then you've got the outlying islands of Hong Kong, which are little islands in Hong Kong that you can catch a little ferry to, and they're quite nice. It's a completely different experience. But you can see the blue line is Hong Kong Island. Sort of this line is as well. Then this red and green, and these two are mostly Kowloon side. So yeah, now you know. So I don't know if you'll get a chance to visit Hong Kong anytime soon. Although maybe at the middle of 2022 they might open up the borders and let people travel, but I doubt it. I think we'll be stuck in this COVID for another few years, but I don't know. Who knows? You don't know when the next variant is going to come. Alright, now we are... Well, it's not obvious from... it's not very obvious from the system thing, the system diagram, but TST, between TST and Admiralty is like... that is actually ocean, and you can't even get across. If you wanted to walk across, you couldn't. Google used to tell you to just swim across if you want to get somewhere. Google told you to swim across, but no, you can't. You literally can't walk across because the bridges don't have any walking tracks. So you can't easily get across from Hong Kong Island to Kowloon. Well, you can. You can jump on an MTR, or you could catch a taxi or the ferry. But yeah, you can't walk across. That is what I'm trying to say. All right, so might do a little walkabout on the MTR. Hope I'm not invading anyone's privacy. You never know. People can get a bit sensitive, but usually not. In Hong Kong, people are pretty avoidant of conflict. Don't really have idiots that fight you that often in Hong Kong. Not like Sydney. Like a lot of people like to fight in Sydney. So yeah, this is a nice little MTR. Filmed on here before for the Lady Gaga, one of them. We recreated her shots where they were in a subway, and yeah, we did the same, and it was really good. No one bothered us. We filmed from Hong Kong, different station, end of the line, so it's a bit quieter. Whoa, end of the line, so it's a bit quieter. But yeah, we filmed back and forth, did a lot of takes, way too many takes. I think we should just roll with what we got. But yeah. No one bothered us. We filmed on the MTR. I was dressed as Lady Gaga, so weird. And yeah, it was quite a good experience. All right. Now, what should we talk about? Right now I'm here at Central. Very nice. Trying to hit anyone on the camera. It's Central. I'm gonna head over to that music place. It's a music and tattoo parlor. Quite good. Oh, the other thing with this wide-angle screen, I told you I'm on the fisheye, is makes it quite a lot easier to film because it's so wide. You don't have to worry about your framing as much because it's wide enough that most things are gonna fit in the video. And even if you crop it, like 80% or 70% in the last two videos, you're still getting quite a lot, just because it's so wide. So that's quite a good thing. I might even try to get rid of some of the distortion You can do that in post, but then if I do that, I did discuss how there is the distortion. See, everything's a bit like fisheye. Like, look at these lines, right? Everything's all like bendy. And then if I get rid of it, then you won't see that effect. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it in for this one. I'll probably be filming on this fisheye lens quite a lot, because it is the widest lens I've got. The other time I had the 16mm, but this is quite a lot wider than the 16. Yeah, for this kind of stabilization, like action cam type footage, I think this is the right lens to use. I would like to try it on a music video later, and because it's like a really high quality GoPro or something, like really good in low light because it's a full frame, really sharp, I think it'd be really cool to like really whip the camera around. So I might stick it on a monopod and see if anyone wants to do a music video with some fast action or something like that. I think that could be really cool. And yeah, if I'm doing this for someone with low budget or no budget, I love experimenting, but I don't like editing because it just takes me like 3 days to edit a music video properly. But if I can do it in like one take, have the whole music video as one take, kind of like Coldplay's ones, if you know some of their earlier stuff, it just saves me 3 days. That's a lot of time. All right, anyway, let's have a look around Hong Kong, shall we? Because I'm kind of sick of talking about camera stuff. We have Hana Musabi, if you want some delicious triangular rice. Although I'm pretty full from McDonald's, so maybe next time. Check the white balance. What have I got on? Oh, auto white balance. Okay. Yeah, I think auto is a bit easier. You can adjust it in post, but for this kind of video, you're walking around, then probably the auto is the best one, because we're going from these artificial lights, fluorescent, back there, probably LED or fluorescent. Well, it's a new shop, so it's probably LED. And also this is mixed. What's this one? That's also like fluorescent. LED, and then you've got tungsten. They still have tungsten. These are very yellow, so I don't know what they are. I'm guessing fluorescent. Oh no, they're really bright, so. And they're kind of old, so they're probably one of those weird ones. Well, actually, it's probably just a tungsten. Then we got like overcast, but there's a bit of blue sky. I'll adjust the. Oh, I just adjusted the audio record level. Wait a sec. Let me fix that. Okay, I'll try to adjust the ISO. I put it back to 15. I think it was on 15 or maybe 12. I was trying to show you that. Oh, no, I need to change the. Oh, my settings are correct. I'm trying to show you this. Why isn't my audio ISO working? Anyway, we are at Central in Hong Kong on quite a busy day. A lot of the workers from like Indonesia and Philippines, they're out here, out and about, because they have a day off. So usually they're working for low wages, but quite high compared to if they were in their country, just being helpers, domestic helpers. Oh, hello. Oh, thanks for being on my blog. Very friendly. Thank you. Oh, you know yes, my blog for my YouTube channel, but
It's your YouTube channel.
but no one watches it, so don't worry.
Can I add your YouTube channel?
You can. Well, I have a new follower.
I am your new follower.
Oh, thanks. Where are you from?
Philippines.
Oh, cool. I thought so. Anyway, go to. You have some cool text here. Go to Josh's. Your font is cool. Your font looks cool. The words. Anyway, go to Josh's video diary.
Video.
Yeah. Diary.
Diary.
Yeah. What's your name?
Bet. Bet.
Bet. Oh, thanks, Bet, for following me. I have like
And
only.
this one.
Oh yeah, that one. See my face.
Yeah.
All right, an extra subscriber. How's that?
Okay.
Well, that's me. See. I do camera tests and stuff. I test cameras and stuff on this channel,
Okay.
so you can have a look. So I got a new camera. See, it's brand new, and I'm testing the anti-shake. See, if I shake it like that, it should make it nice and smooth.
This
So
one.
yeah, look at my channel. Very nice. And you know what? You want to look at my other channel? It's do you know Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga.
Yeah? I do Lady Gaga songs about COVID. I sing about COVID, but I use her music. I steal it. So check that one. That's much better than this channel.
Okay, I make it like it all your videos.
Yeah, no. Go to another channel. Now it's Josh with 3 O's. So J-O-O-O.
J-O-O.
O-S-H. Yeah. And you see me doing Lady Gaga song. That's me. It's crazy. That's supposed to be a mix of all her different characters. So yeah, I do that.
I subscribe all of this.
All right, I got a new follower. Thank you so much. And say hi to me on the channel if you like my videos.
Okay.
All right, have a great New Year. Thank you. Bye. All right. Well, that was Beth. So friendly. Yeah, I really like Filipinos. People in Hong Kong, like local Hong Kong people, were a little bit colder and a little bit passive aggressive and a little bit angry. Although maybe they do have reason to be angry living in this place. All right, we are walking along. I don't even know what this road's called, but main road of Central. Oh, actually, I'm heading the wrong way. I should go to Lang Kwai Fong area. I'll try not to get hit by a bus when I cross this road illegally. All right, here we go. All right. Looks all good. Part-time pedestrian area. See my little gimbal move without the gimbal? So cool. On a new handbag, that's all right. Some new clothes. Yeah, all right. Heading over to Lang Kwai Fong now. We're getting close to the destination. Yeah, let's see how long we've been blogging for, vlog practicing. The camera says half an hour, well 31 minutes now, plus a few minutes at McDonald's where it cut me. Oh, by the way, the poor domestic workers, they have nowhere to really go to because they don't have their own homes. So cardboard box party it is in Hong Kong. And got a lot of music playing, so yeah, have a good new year, have a bit of a party. Why not, I reckon. Okay, let's get out of here now. We are still walking this lane, this pedestrian area lane. Still hand holding the camera. Past another McDonald's. Good old McDonald's, providing cheap, somewhat tasty, somewhat average quality food for reasonable prices. Couldn't complain about that, although it didn't taste that good, the one I had for lunch. But anyway, 60 bucks Hong Kong, probably like one of the cheaper meals you can get. Got my my fries with some cheese powder, a double Angus burger, and Coke Zero. Can't complain too much. All right, I'm gonna slow down my walking and get a smooth shot. We are here, I don't know what street this is. I mean, I don't even come to Central that much. Oh, here we go. Let's do a little movement. Gimbal free movement. This is a handheld, so yeah, let's see how it looks in camera. But actually, when I look at the back of this screen, because it's so wide, you know, like I said before, the movement is minimized. The movement's already minimized, so because everything's so small, so even without any stabilization, because I got to apply it later in post with Sony's software. It's downloaded for free. It comes with well, it's their software. It reads the gyro data, and then it will figure out where the camera moved and compensate for it. So let's shoot some of this signage. Diagler Street, Central. By the way, up that area, it's very quiet now, but up that area is Slang Kwai Fong. It's actually looking really clean. I'm sure last night there was quite a lot of people here and parties and stuff, even though it's COVID, Omicron variant. But yeah, this is like the main party area of Hong Kong. Doesn't look like much, but yeah, it's at night. This place gets quite rowdy. In fact, there was quite a interesting little fight happening here. Maybe I probably can't be bothered, but I don't know, see how I feel when I come to edit this thing. I might even put some footage of the little fight that they had here. Everyone was kung fu fighting, and then some cops came and arrested some people. I don't know what happened. Some guy got knocked out. Mobile phone footage was pretty wild. Came up on my Facebook feed. Anyway, this is yeah, it doesn't look like much, but this is Lang Kwai Fong. A lot of drunks running around and loud people that are, you know, had a bit to drink, usually on weekends and stuff. And quite an impressive screen here. In the middle of it is curved. Right, Decathlon and Samsung. All right, whoa, I just noticed it's 5 o'clock. I better get to this place. It's actually on Diagler. It's probably one of these. Let's see if I can find it while I blog. All right, what's it called? I'm really bad at multitasking. But you know, filming and talking, like filming and commentating, and then trying to find directions on my phone. It's quite a lot to do, actually. All right, let's see if I can find this place. Holy commercial building, like holy. That's what it's called. So I got maps. Got Holy commercial building. Where the heck are we? Okay. Looks like I just walk up this place. I feel like it should be like holy something, right? Like holy, and then like an expletive, like a swear word. And then commercial building. Holy commercial building. Or maybe it's a very like religious or righteous commercial building. Right, it's on Diagler, so we're gonna and I think Diagler kind of goes around, so we'll just keep walking up. This hill, sure, I'm sure this road has seen a lot of action over the years. Used to be a lot more popular, I guess, or a lot more crowded because, you know, Hong Kong's gone through a few things. But if I mention them, I'll get in trouble with certain governments, so I won't. But yeah, I think less people want to come to Hong Kong because of certain, let's call them, social situations occurring. Okay, look right. All right, look at this place, grill. Slow it down and try to be a bit more consciously smooth with my walking right now. Wu on lane. Let's keep going up. Oh, this is nice. 2022. First day of 2022. I wonder what we're gonna get this year. Who knows? And look at this Lang Kwai Fong Christmas sign, which still has the Christmas decorations on it. Very nice. I'm gonna slow it down and do a little bit of a gimbal movement without the gimbal. Test out the handheld. Let's do another pass. I think that looks quite good actually. Boom. Oh, sorry. Got in your way. Okay, I think I need to go to the top of this place. 2022. Don't know if you can see, but I'm moving the camera like front and back, doing one of these. Be interesting to see how it stabilizes. So obviously this is a test channel. So we're doing some tests and a practice channel. Keep mentioning it. All right, we're probably nearby. Where's this holy building? Gucci. China Bar. Very nice. Yeah. Quite quiet now. It's just 5:06 now, so not really the right time. I guess also today everyone's probably really tired from last night, so it's going to be a quiet night here anyway. All right, where the heck is this holy building? Holy building. Really hard to use the phone one-handed when you need two fingers. Can't really rotate it. I have to rotate it in my mind. Christmas decorations. Very nice. Oh. Anyway, this video is going to be even more boring if you're just following me trying to find a place. So I think it's time to end it here. I think that's it for this video. I'll start the next one pretty soon so you can have a tour of the music place if I get the chance and get off the road here. So yeah, thanks for watching. You don't really have to like or subscribe, it's just a practice channel, but go check out my other channel, Juice, where I put a lot of effort in, and I really do want people to watch those videos. I tell people to wash their hands and stuff. I guess people are sick of COVID. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end it here, but because of YouTube, I gotta put the boxes of the next videos like here and here. So I guess I'll end it here, and then I'll do a little blur effect or something, probably in post, and then yeah, we can have about 20 seconds of outage video, outro. And I'll probably play some heavy rock music, like in 3, 2, 1. All right, and post-credit bonus scene. We are at Holy Commercial Building. We found it. It's here in LKF.
next to Pong. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.